I'm Bella from Flavour Passport, and today I'm here at Grand Oak Culinary Market in Vineland, Ontario. Come with me as I speak with Chef Jan-Willem and his wife Jane. So, Jane, tell me about how Grand Oak came about.
In 2011, we bought the building. We had actually tried to purchase it a few years before that, but the timing wasn't good. So in 2011, we decided it was time for a change. Chef was executive chef at Vineland Estates, had been there for many years, and we had a growing family. So it was time to do a bit of a change and to do something a little bit different. So there was nothing here. There was nothing, no business or anything here. It was just the building that we bought, and it took us a few months to clean and scrub, and got all the kids involved. It was really fun. A little scary too,
Yeah.
the trepidation, something totally different. And then in June, we purchased in March, and in June we opened the doors. Yeah, and we had a big send off. It was a lot of fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I hear you serve a lovely meal at lunch. Can you tell me what it would be like to dine with you guys?
I think our lunches is one of our great features because everything is fresh. So we make the fresh bread in the morning. The soups are made fresh in the morning. All the bakery, everything we do is done here fresh in-house. So you come in the door, you order what you like. You can make your sandwich as big as you want or as small as you like. I think one of the best things that people say about us are every time we have a soup, it's so fresh, it's so delicious, and the bread is always so good. Our multigrain is, we had an email from California, can you send a bread out? So yeah, it's always really, really fresh. And so we have a normal bakery where we have all the pies, all the cookies, everything gets baked fresh in the morning. But we also have a gluten-free bakery, which is totally separate oven, everything too. And Elizabeth is our gluten-free baker, and she's been doing this for a number of years, and you can't even tell the difference. It's so fantastic. So the muffins and the cookies and the squares and the breads and everything we do gluten-free. So if you have dietary restrictions, you come in, we'll make you a gluten-free sandwich because we make everything ourselves. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah.
So speaking of fresh, I see that you have an abundance of cheese. Can we talk about what kinds you carry here?
We have a lot of Canadian cheeses actually. We focus on coast to coast, so we have some from the west coast, some from the east coast. We also have international cheeses, so from all around the world. And we keep building on it and changing it all the time. So at Christmas we'll have special Christmas cheeses, and Thanksgiving we'll have a special Guinness cheeses or whatever. So it's a lot of fun, and we've tried to build it, and you can sample all our cheeses. So you can come in and spend the afternoon with me, and I'll take you around the world.
Sounds
it's
lovely.
a lot of fun. Yeah.
Now, in regards to Grand Oak's busy catering services, can we talk about some of the different events that you serve to?
Well, we're really unique because we can do catering here in the store. Actually, this area here is really nice. It's been used for weddings. You could put up a tent or whatever. And then inside we have a tea room, great for Christmas functions, birthday parties, whatever you want. But then we also cater out. So wherever you want to be, doesn't matter, we'll come out. And it's all custom. So chef sits down, makes the menu, what you want to eat, and kind of caters to your likes and as well, which is really nice. Yeah.
Chef Jan-Willem, working as a local seasonal chef, what are some of the benefits and the downfalls?
Well, technically, by doing what we're doing, we're kind of complicating our own life, right? Because it would be much easier to go down a list, order what you want, have it all brought in cans, boxes, and to source out local purveyors, it's extra time, it's extra effort, and generally it means you need to find them, and it's only for a short period of time. And so things are constantly in change, and that takes effort, that takes time.
Working with customers and talking to them about your different menus and creating menus, how does that impact what you create and what kind of items you bring out to the table?
Well, we generally have two styles of where we do menus.
Sure.
Okay, so I write all of the menus. One of them is weekly. And so we have meals to go. So every Wednesday, every Friday, we put a 4-course meal together. You come in, pick it up, take it home. again, the beauty is you're working with whatever's in season.
Sure.
And so early on in the spring, we'll do like a strawberry gazpacho, which is a cold soup, and that becomes our soup. That is not something that's readily available around. So if people want that, and it's those unique things that are great. Then we have theme dinners. I write that menu too, and that is just me picking a theme and building a menu around that theme. So those are menus I write kind of based on my own creativity. But then there are a lot of times when people come to us for catering and they say, look, here's what I'm looking for. Can you accommodate? So that's a totally different process, of course. So now we're looking at what kind of menu will the venue that we're going to sustain. And sometimes it's here, which is fine, and we can work with our guests here. But sometimes they're at a farm somewhere, or they're in a hall someplace, and then we need to adjust the menu a little bit to what we can execute there. And so most of the catering we do is custom, right? So I sit with people kind of like this, and we just discuss and say, okay, how many people, what are your likes and dislikes, do you have any allergies, etc. And then that is the way those menus come together.
Awesome, sounds amazing. And lastly, what is your favorite part about being a chef and working in the kitchen?
That's actually probably the easiest of all. And that's because as a kid, I'd always been told there's no such thing as instant gratification. But I'll tell you, if there is anything, this is it. Because we get to make our food, we get to see people eating it, and it's very rewarding to see people going, this is unbelievable. You know, Jane mentioned earlier, I had an email from a fellow in California saying, you know, I've been all around the world, I've never had bread like your bread. It's bread, which is very simple, but it isn't, right? And this is why we get awards all the time for our sandwiches and our bread and our lunches. That is very rewarding to be able to make that and see people enjoying that and going, this was amazing.
Yeah.